Hello and welcome to another episode of To Be Honest, a show with a clown, a duck, and a degenerate.
Hi.
And today we have our first ever guest on the To Be Honest podcast, Twomad, who's come under fire from a few allegations. How you doing, Twomad?
Alright, I'm so glad to be on this fucking podcast. I think should I get a fucking egg McMuffin?
Twomad.
The Twomad touched me!
The fuck is he saying?
No, it's not gibberish, it's fucking drugs.
Simply chat GPT'd my fucking asshole.
we can't understand you. We can't understand
Running
you.
full sprint towards me. I have to knock this motherfucker out. He was on ketamine. He was on 200 milligrams of ketamine and then 5 other fucking heroin-ass type drugs. I deny everything. Okay, I did some of that shit. Alright, so not everything.
Which things?
No, I didn't do shit. Okay, I don't deny everything. I deny some things and I accept some things. Okay, fuck you. I'm just describing what the fuck I'm actually doing. I'm in Oregon right now.
Too mad? Are you still there?
He left. All I heard was him mentioning like class A and B drugs, running someone off the road, and then that he's literally driving. Oh yeah, and then he says like, I did some stuff. No, I didn't. Maybe I did.
Yeah. That cannot be our first guest. Hello and welcome back to the To Be Honest podcast. Obviously, last time we attempted this, it was a completely unmitigated disaster. The essential plan was to have Twomad on as the first guest, and, well, it didn't go as planned. So we had to just end the recording there, come back on another day with new topics, however, without Pyrocynical. Because where is he, Jay? Where's this worm gone?
He's such a worm. He's gone. I don't know where he went. Amsterdam, right? To do an interview with some TikToker that interviews people on the street and asks them what they do for a living.
Like, why though? Why did he do this?
I don't know. The guy doesn't even have much reach.
It's like, what's the point? I think it was just an excuse for him to go to the like red light district or something.
But it was like, okay, can we record tomorrow? And he's like, oh, actually, no, I'm going for 3 days. Gonna fly away. Like, okay, thanks for the notice. And then we tell him, okay, you have to be here on this date, though, because we have sponsors.
4. We have 4 sponsors today. No exaggeration. Sorry about that.
And then on the day, he's like, oh, I said, podcast in 12 hours, remember? And he's like, oh, I'm going to be on a flight then, because he's booked the wrong fucking flight time. So he's just...
It's fucking useless.
He's just hopeless. And then he's doing an interview with a guy has like 3 million subscribers on YouTube, but doesn't even upload YouTube videos, so it doesn't make any sense.
No, he actually deserves to be shot in the fucking face. Our
Completely.
podcast is getting like smaller and smaller every week.
Yeah.
And now it's just the 2 of us. But that just means more money for us. And this is a lot of money now because we're doing 4 sponsors and Pyro is getting none of it. So that's the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the silver lining in this story.
He doesn't need it, though.
He doesn't, yeah, but still. He's probably going to lose it all.
At this rate, it's going to be...
He's spending it on frivolous items. He's going to lose every single penny of it. 100%. This show is going to be far better without Pyro anyway. I mean, this is only what people have been asking. People have been asking for 2 different
slop.
things. Yeah, less slop. There are 2 main things that people ask for in the comments section. They ask for Nerd City to come back. He's not coming back.
I'm saying he's coming back when he finishes his video, but like, who knows when that is, right?
I'm going to be honest with you, Jay. I don't think he's coming back. The inmates are running the asylum. Like, if I have to see that comment one more fucking time, I will actually murder someone. That is not an excuse to type it now just because I've said that, by the way. It is the most unoriginal shit. I mean, literally just YouTube comment section. Like, they see something that gets a lot of likes the first time round, and then someone else posts it, copy-pastes. That gets quite a few likes. Not as many, but quite a few. And then it's just a fucking snowball effect.
It's like the last 4 episodes, I think.
Be fucking original for once. For once. Anyways, the second thing that people are always asking in the comment section is get rid of Pyrocynical. So he's gone. He's dead. He's fine. He's fucked off.
I thought you were gonna say no more slop, but that kind of goes with getting rid of Pyro. So
half the podcast is slop. Like that's always going to be the case, with or without Nerd, with or without Pyrocynical. He's a drunken worm, and he got his flight wrong, and he's pathetic, and needs to be shot. To that. I genuinely hope he suffers like some major disease. Speaking of drunk idiots that should be killed or might be killed, Ice Poseidon Thailand in prison. Oh, I think he's just been released from prison actually because he paid bail. What was it, like $12,000 to be released from prison? But yeah, it was pretty serious for a while. I mean, I think he was gonna end up in five years in a Thai prison.
Did that get cleared? Is it not still on the cards?
The charges are reduced. I think he still has to show up in court.
Yeah.
But the charges have been reduced. But anyways, for those that don't know the story, Ice Poseidon, who's like was, I should say, a popular streamer back in the day, one of the biggest streamers.
Degenerate streamer.
Yeah, degenerate streamer. He was one of the first people to do that live, like in public streaming.
I think just IRL streaming, isn't it?
IRL streaming. He was one of the first IRL streamers.
Well, he got banned or something. I'm pretty sure he literally got banned off Twitch because what he did was so, like, fucking bizarre.
There was, like, a whole circle of drama just revolving around him. I mean, there's so much lore to it, and I don't even pretend to know 1% of it, even 1% of it. Then he ran a cryptocurrency scam, and so a lot of people say that this is deserved. But anyways, he was in Thailand, he was doing the IRL streaming there. He was in a Thai hotel, and he was giving a lap dance to his girlfriend in fishnet stockings. I mean, this video is out there.
I think it was a bar.
It was like a hotel restaurant.
I thought you were saying it was just in, like, the privacy of his own hotel room.
So it was like a public space within the hotel, if that makes any sense. I think it was the restaurant. But anyways, he's there giving his girlfriend a lap dance in fishnet stockings. And he's doing this live on Kick. The manager of the restaurant or the hotel comes in, says, Lana, you can't be doing this. I'm not going to do like a Thai voice here. I won't be disrespectful because that's what she says. That's what she says. You're being disrespectful to the people of Thailand by doing this lap dance live on your stream. So the police are called. He's arrested, thrown into a Thai prison, apparently pretty horrible conditions. He gets a bucket to shit in, and apparently that bucket already has shit in it. So he's charged with distribution of obscene content, because obviously he's filmed this lap dance, it's live show on Kick. And also apparently because his girlfriend's dress was too revealing, which is completely insane. The charges are pretty much ridiculous. And honestly, for Thailand, because I have spent quite a lot of time in Thailand, very hypocritical. Because Thailand, based on my experience, and
there's an easy joke there.
What? What's the joke?
Just like based on my experience, I know all about Thailand's degeneracy. Like ladyboys.
Ladyboys is like not even 1% of like the insane shit that they get up to. I mean, have you heard of ping pong shows?
Didn't you go to one of those?
I went to one, yeah. Do you know what one is?
You can kind of just fill in the blanks when you hear ping pong show. But go to detail anyway. We don't need ads.
So these whores get up on the stage, they put ping pong balls in their fucking gash and pop it out. Pop. You know, shoot it out into the crowd and the audience and people catch it. I mean, it's not just ping pong balls. They can shoot all sorts of things out.
Oh, you think they've got like a tube of air or something going on down there?
I have no idea. I have not looked into this too in depth, to be perfectly honest. And I try not to think too much about it because the stink was unimaginable.
Why did you even go to it? It was like just a bucket list thing? Like
I think it was just like I was with some
like
friends and it was just like the experience.
Sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. When in Rome, I'm with some friends, we've been drinking, it's like, oh, look, there's a ping pong show on, we should go see it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? A ping pong show? That sounds kind of interesting. I want to see like professional ping pong players.
Yeah.
It'd be like an experience. I've never watched a professional ping pong match. And no, it's just women shooting ping pong out of their gash. That's pretty much it. So anyways, I experienced that. It was not a very worthwhile experience. I was there for about 20 minutes. But yeah, so that's what they do in Thailand.
To finish.
What's that?
Just enough time to finish.
Finish what? Doing it myself? Shooting a fucking ping pong ball out of my asshole?
Don't worry.
The ping pong show is just one of the like insane things that the Thai people do to cater to the tourists. I would say that Thailand is probably the least prudish Asian country. The least prudish country in the entirety of Asia.
I just imagine, you know, in basketball where they have a random fan to go do a half-court shot to win money. They just do the same thing with ping pong.
Yeah, just invite me onto the stage. I'll put a fucking ping pong ball in my asshole and see if I can squeeze it out.
50 grand if you get it in the hoop.
Yeah, actually fucking disgusting. But that's why, like, I was surprised to learn that he was arrested for reaching his fucking leg up. And it wasn't just a random girl. I mean, it was his girlfriend. In a public space, yeah. And live. But really not that bad. It's not like he was just fucking in a public space, right?
It's because, so it was the fact it was recorded or streamed?
It was live. I think it was just streamed.
Oh, yeah, but I think it was just the fact that they were, like, recording it, right? Or is the charge because it was being distributed straight online?
I mean, you see the interaction between the hotel manager and them live, so I do believe it was live. I guess that counts as distribution. But yeah, so she's like, oh, this is very disrespectful to Thai culture. I'm like, I mean, you guys get up to wait. Only because of the fucking tourists that have essentially raped the culture of Thailand, but it has, let's face it, become part of Thai culture. So I don't think it was disrespectful at all. Maybe disrespectful to the hotel, like that I can understand, but certainly not something to get arrested over.
I was just going to say Thai culture also being older white men going over there.
Fat, middle-aged, balding men going over there literally just for sex. I mean, Thailand is known for that. It has been known for that for a while. And that's kind of sad because obviously, like, Thai people are great. Thailand has amazing culture otherwise. Beautiful scenery, everything. I could go into depth about just how great Thailand is without all the fucking dirty, seedy shit that goes on.
I can't remember if it was real or not, but I feel like I remember you mentioning you'd occasionally get a look when you were going into Thailand from like the airport people or something.
No, me no, because yeah, I don't exactly look.
Just because
I don't
of the
look like a
implication.
sex tourist.
True. But just, like a white single guy going to Thailand by himself. It's like,
Oh, you can literally play Spot the Sex Tourist. And you can go up to them and ask them. I did this a few times. I'm like, so, what are you going to Thailand for? Well, I'm going to go fuck some whores. That's what they say every time.
At least they're honest.
Oh, they completely admit it. They 100% admit it every time. So that's really the great shame of Thailand, which is why, like, even though I think what's happening to Ice Poseidon is completely ridiculous and unfair. And I think the manager clearly had connections for this to happen, because otherwise the police would have never got involved in this. She had connections, or she paid them off. There's a lot of corruption in Thailand.
Oh, yeah, the cops will basically pay a bribe, otherwise you'll get screwed over.
Exactly. So my Thai friend, I mean, this doesn't apply to foreigners so much. Foreigners can't really do this. But if you're a Thai native, you're a Thai person, you can do this. So my Thai friend, this is the first example. He was genuinely speeding way over the speed limit. I can't remember the exact speed, but it was like
probably at least double.
120 miles an hour or some shit. Obviously, police pull him over. I'm literally in the car with him. Equivalent of 10 dillers. 10 fucking dillers. And he's on his way. That's it. 10 dillers is not very much. And then the other situation I heard, this didn't happen to my friend, but someone my friend knew, ran over a kid and killed him. Killed a child.
That'll be $20.
Now, he actually had to give quite a lot. I can't remember the exact figure. I mean, it was a 6-figure sum. But still, I mean, he killed a child.
He lived in Thailand?
He's a Thai native, yeah. He lives in Thailand, yeah.
I mean, six figures to not go to jail for life,
Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say. So call it 100,000. It might have been a bit more, might have been 150. But yeah, I mean, I would do that. Wouldn't you fucking do that?
What if there's some family out there that just keeps making kids and making them run out in front of traffic just to get a settlement?
I feel like that's a pretty good idea. I mean, that's a money-making scheme there. We should do that. We don't even need to produce them ourselves. Like, let's just fucking... Now we're into some Andrew Tate trafficking type shit here. Let's go out, buy a bunch of fucking kids. We'll fucking
this is
adopt
like
some
the
kids.
worst thing to talk about when we have 4 sponsors as well.
Oh, this is a good idea. This is really good. I'm seeing potential in this. This is like an Andrew Tate scam. Buy some kids, take them to Thailand, have them run in front of traffic.
Where are we buying the kids from?
You could buy them fucking anywhere. Like, if you've got the money, you could buy them anywhere. But literally have the kids, play Froggle with the fucking cars. And if they're lucky, they're lucky. If they're lucky and they survive, they get some food that night. If they're not, well, we eating good. We eating good. I mean, you might be onto something, Jay. Like, maybe that's why the parents didn't really give a shit too much.
Yeah, they just have 20 more out back. Don't even have names. They just have a coloured shirt with a number on it. Like, we're on to number 22 now.
All right, number 18, out you come. It's your turn. Yeah, genius. But yeah, that's Thai natives that are able to do that. Foreigners can't. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. And this is what I started noticing my last few trips to Thailand and why I haven't really been going back. Not that I blame the Thai people at all. They as a culture and they as a people have really been raped by fucking foreigners in more ways than one. But I'm noticing now, it was like always the case, like you go to Thailand as a tourist and you pay double, perhaps triple.
Or even 10 times more, I've heard, like with the markets and stuff.
And you're beginning to get the looks, you're beginning to get, not the looks like you're a fucking sex tourist, but like, we don't fucking want you here. Because of the other foreigners that have left this terrible impression on the Thai people. And that's a real shame. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been back. But anyways, that's I feel like Ice Poseidon kind of got a raw deal there. On one hand, he did kind of deserve it because he's a scammer. On the other hand, it's kind of a ridiculous charge.
Why was he even like doing that in a restaurant in lingerie? It's like degeneracy.
For attention, impressions, because people egg him on. I mean, typical reason. I mean, have you seen some of this fucking... What people are doing for like attention and money now on TikTok? Have you seen these robot TikTok people?
Yeah, the NPC ones, right?
Like, what the fuck is going on there? So I've seen 3 of them now. There's this one called Pinky Doll, who's like this, I guess, half-caste woman making popcorn with a hair straightener.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Ice cream so good. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Take you free. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, popcorn. Yes, popcorn.
Like, what the fuck?
It's hard to, like, explain without... It's better just to see the visuals yourself.
You gotta see it. Yeah.
But it's just like this woman, and she's like mimicking like a NPC character, and she just keeps going, ice cream, yum, 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 ice cream, yes, yes, yes. And she's sitting... And so when they get a donation on TikTok, it's like an object, like say like an ice cream or a rose, and they'll react to that.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there with a hair straightener with one singular popcorn kernel, and I don't know why. And she just it's just sitting there imitating an NPC character for like, I don't know, hours at a time. And it must be making money. Like,
the rose and the ice cream are worth about 1 cent, or just under 1 cent.
Oh, did you actually? Okay.
I looked some of this shit up. But there are other gifts which are worth quite a considerable amount more. Like one is worth $25. There's a lion that's worth like $500 or something.
She has a play, because it's very like rehearsed. Like she must have spent like weeks perfecting these like mannerisms like in front of the mirror. But I looked into it a bit, and obviously because fetishes are always, fetishes just seem to pop up everywhere. It's a shame Pyro's not on, because he probably fucking knows the name of it. But
yeah,
apparently it's a fetish thing. Like people actually have a fetish for people that act like NPCs. Obviously, I still think like 90% of the people watching it are probably just kids getting like their sensory overload for the day. But there's probably quite a few people just watching it, getting off to it, which is just like bizarre.
I would say that their numbers are probably higher than they will be, say, a month from now, because it is a gimmick and it is a growing trend. But the trend will die off, within a month. But like you said, there will be kids and just completely like zombified mutants watching this thing. And I cannot believe, like, I haven't done the math. I think it's kind of almost impossible to do the math of just how much money these people are making. So I think there was 3 people that I saw. There was the Belle Delphine lookalike. I thought it was Belle Delphine at first.
Yeah.
And then there's this anime creature.
There's way more, but I think the original was this Japanese woman who just did like the hand signals and like the anime sounds, and then that's just kind of evolved into this fucking clusterfuck ASMR. Like insanity.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes.
Gra,
Ice
gra,
cream so
gra,
good.
gang, gang.
Slay,
Gang,
slay.
gang.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. I cannot believe people sit there and watch it. You can't even tell if they're attractive anymore, honestly, because
of all the
filters, all the makeup and the filters. Like, they don't even look human anymore. But I think that's kind of the point, almost. The less human you look and act, the more people seem to be interested.
They all look anime-esque, which I think is just... Fictional was kind of like the big thing at the moment, I
mean, people call me old, and maybe I fucking am. I am only 35, so I'm not even that old. But, like, when people call me old, like, I have to agree. If there is any entertainment value in that, because they're doing literally the same thing over and over again for hours at a time. I mean, it's the same movement. It's the same hand gesture. It's the same sound. I mean, if I was to take this sound and put it in Audacity, it would virtually be the same exact wave, I think.
It is kind of impressive how like
Yeah.
they sound the exact same whenever they say the phrase. Do you know those baby sensory videos where it's just like a bunch of smiling fruit dancing on the screen and spinning around? I see it just like an equivalent for like, that's for 3-year-olds. This is for like 6-year-olds. Like,
But I think that, you know, a dancing fruit singing a little song probably has more worth than this.
probably.
I'm not even saying that as a joke.
So one of them I looked into. So the Belle Delphine lookalike, as you so put it, she's actually like a well-established, I don't know if it's porn star's the term, but she's on OnlyFans and she's been doing it for years. So I was like, either this is making more money than OnlyFans, which would be insane, or it's kind of like a gateway, you know, like to get people to sub to the OnlyFans. I hate that it can be called research, but I was watching through and she'll hold up like a sign every like 2 minutes that says like, follow me for more on IG Cherry Crush or whatever her name is. And then I like went through it. And she has like 4 accounts because TikTok frowns on people advertising OnlyFans, I think. So she had like 3 Instagram accounts to kind of like a shell account to hide that she did OnlyFans. She's been doing it for ages, so it's clearly a moneymaker. But it might just be like a grift, right? So she might just follow what the trend is and jump on it straight. But what's more respectable, the TikTok's robot NPC or OnlyFans?
I was literally, no joke, Jay, I was literally going to ask you the exact same question. I think this is more respectable than the fucking OnlyFans shit, I think.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd be losing more brain cells doing this, or this definitely takes up a lot more time. Because OnlyFans is just like a photo, right? Or a video. This is like an endless live stream.
I'm genuinely impressed with the skill. Like, how are they able to make that same noise and do that exact same gesture?
Yum, yum.
Ice cream, so good. And say it in the exact same way and do the exact same gesture.
I'll have to actually play a clip on the podcast just so people can get an idea of it.
Ice cream, yum! Kitty boss.
They look like a fucking cyborg, a robot, repeating the same thing over and over again. You would
Did you see the guy who's stacking nuts on TikTok?
No, I didn't see that. Oh, no, I know exactly. When you say nuts, I thought of literal, like...
bolts.
Bolts.
Oh, right,
I've seen that. Yeah.
But it's like the same shit, right? So, like...
Yeah.
The premise is if someone donates the cap, which I assume is probably like worth the most.
I think it's worth. I think it's worth more. I heard the lion was worth the most.
He removes a nut or a bolt from the stack of nuts he has, and he's got the crying filter on 24/7, and it's just the most like. We say the NPC shit is unhinged, but I feel like this is worse. Like this is
no. I think it's funny though.
But it's just that.
I can only watch it once, one time.
Yeah.
I can't believe people continuously tune into this thing and it's the same thing every time. But the first time I watched it, like, it was funny.
It's just like...
And I guess it's like watching one of these robot making popcorn with a hair straightener streams. I don't even know. Is there a name for them?
I still don't understand the hair straightener part.
I looked into it as well. It's literally just to captivate your attention. Oh, it's like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
This is interesting. Why is she doing that? So it's all like visual stimuli.
Yeah, I'm surprised she doesn't have like Subway Surfers or Family Guy in the corner as well.
It's like ASMR. Like some people, that's very pleasing to some people, right?
They're just ignoring like the yum 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 yum, and just like they're just waiting for that kernel to pop, and they're like, yeah.
There's something it's doing to their very underdeveloped brain. Flashing colors, flashing colors, flashing colors. Visual and audible stimuli. I wouldn't understand it. I couldn't possibly understand it, but maybe this is doing something to a child's brain.
It is going to be someone's wake up call, or a lot of kids' wake up call, and it's going to ruin them for life. You know how like Pyro says Spirited Away was potentially the gateway into his disgusting, degenerate, freakish behaviors. These TikTok streams are probably going to cause someone to have this really, really specific NPC fetish of someone saying ice cream, yum, 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 when they're like 20 years old.
I mean, there have been, no joke, psychological studies that have been done on this. Do you remember a show called The Teletubbies?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, MLG Teletubbies, of course, Pyro's video. And there was a psychological study done on the Teletubbies because they speak a certain way, and it's basically
the babbling
gibberish almost. So kids started speaking that way, and they started speaking these words completely incorrectly. So they would be asked by a teacher or a parent a very simple question, and they would answer like a Teletubby would, and it was genuinely affecting their language skills, like their communication skills, detrimentally.
That's funny.
I don't even think it's funny because, like, it genuinely damaged, like, communicative skills, you know, for their foreseeable childhood, and, like, these needed to be corrected. Some of these problems lingered. And because they were slower to learn the English language, they were slower to learn other subjects as well, because they had to spend this extra time learning to fucking speak properly. I mean, if this trend continues to grow, because right now it's only just started, but if it becomes so popular that this many kids are consuming it on a regular basis, like suddenly just imagine, like, have you brushed your teeth yet? Ice cream, so good. Ice cream, so good.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Slay.
Yeah. Imagine someone just cannot say ice cream without saying yum 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 afterwards for the rest of their life. Just fucking ruins their brain. I mean, it's been stuck in my fucking head since I saw one of the videos. I think I literally scrolled past it like 10 separate times in like the space of like half an hour.
Well, you know how Twitter is, like, once someone makes a tweet and it bangs, everyone else is tweeting the exact same thing. So essentially there's 100 different tweets, essentially the same thing. That's going to continue to grow even more now because Twitter has installed some kind of monetization, and people are actually getting paid quite a lot on it.
I was just thinking of that segue as well.
Actually, no, before we get into that, let's do the sponsors. I'm just going to grab some water. I'm going to grab some water first. Hang on. This summer, it's not about the size of those cannonballs. It's about making a splash with our friends at Manscaped. Prep for barbecue season by making sure your grill master has the hottest dogs the summer's ever seen. When you're at the cookout, let the meat speak for itself with Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. It's time to get ready and not sweaty by going to manscaped.com and using code TBH for 20% off and free shipping. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to guarantee you'll have the most mouth-watering treats at the party. They have built the ultimate bundle for your summer grooming. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. They've got Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, keeping you cool from sunrise to sunset with a soothing aloe vera formula. It's the best in the business for below-the-waist freshness. So, get 20% off and free shipping with the code TBH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And use code TBH. Manscaped, the perfect way to get your patties sizzling hot this summer. Going online without ExpressVPN is like using your smartphone without a protective case. Most of the time you'll probably be fine, but all it takes is one accidental drop onto solid concrete to make you wish you had protected yourself. Why does everyone need a VPN? Every time you connect to an unencrypted network in cafes, hotels, airports, etc., your online data is not secured. Any hacker on the same network can gain access to and steal your personal data. Your data is valuable. Hackers can make up to $1,000. Super secure. It'd take a hacker with a supercomputer over 1 billion years to get past ExpressVPN's encryption. It's so easy to use. Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/TBH. That's expressvpn.com/TBH. And you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/TBH. Now that we're in the thick of summer, you might be looking for wholesome, convenient meals to support sunny, active days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with flavorful and nutritious ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track reaching your goals. Too busy with summer plans to cook, but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too, while still getting the flavor and nutritional quality you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy. Ready to feel your best while making the most out of your summer adventures? Stick to your wellness goals with premium, ready-to-eat meals featuring high-quality ingredients such as broccolini, leeks, and asparagus. Treat yourself to 34-plus weekly restaurant-quality options like bruschetta shrimp risotto, green goddess chicken, and grilled steakhouse filet mignon, ready in just 2 minutes. Head to factormeals.com/TBH50 and use code TBH50 to get 50% off. That's code TBH50 at factormeals.com/TBH50 to get 50% off. Bird dogs are the only shorts that actually fit, because the material stretches around you, no matter how massive your arse is. Bird dogs look like nice khaki shorts, but they function like your best pair of gym shorts. This means they look really cool and epic, but they're also super comfortable. Bird dogs stretch khaki shorts are designed to fit slimmer through the thigh and leg, giving you a truly sculpted look. Bird dogs use anti-stink sweat wicking fabric that keeps you cool and dry all day long. There is no activity known to man that you will not be able to do in these shorts. Or you can even in them, but don't. You shouldn't do that. So go to birddogs.com/TBH or enter promo code TBH for a free Yeti-style tumbler with your order. That's birddogs.com/TBH or promo code TBH for a free Yeti-style tumbler. You won't want to take your bird dogs off, we promise you. How are your bird dogs, Jay? Because you got a pair.
You didn't get yours, did you? You were meant to get them.
I'm genuinely upset about that because I want to wear my fucking bird dogs. So you got your pair of shorts. What colours are they coming in? Have a little look, Jay. Have a little look at your shorts. Are you wearing them right now? Say yes.
I am not, but I did wear them to the gym, and they're definitely good. Like, I don't really know how to rate gym shorts, but they're definitely comfy. They're better than the piece of shit ones I was wearing before.
Because you go to the gym quite a lot, so I imagine you're going to be wearing these shorts, pretty frequently. I mean, you can do anything in them, anything. And so use that code, use promo code TBH to get yourself a pair of bird dogs. I like the name, by the way. The name is cool.
You're so going to have to blur that. It'd be funny to keep it in, but like...
All right, so that's the ads, boys. That's all the 4 fucking ads done. I'm sorry it worked out that way. I mean, we genuinely did not intend to do 4 ads this episode. That's how it happened. We try to schedule like 1 per week or 1 per episode.
Well, not per week. We're not going to be releasing episodes that quickly.
Yeah. I mean, that was always the plan, but it never matriculated that way. And we're lucky to get 1 episode out a month. The plan was to do 1 sponsor per episode. Sometimes there are going to be 2 episodes. Yeah, 2 sponsors in an episode. Not 4. That was not the plan. But it's worked out that way. Stop complaining. Stop whining in the comment section. Go on.
I was going to say... Happy to announce that we have 20 sponsors next episode.
I wish. I would do it as well. I would do every single one in a row.
The whole episode is just sponsors.
Because Pyro and Nerd aren't here, so we're getting quite a nice whack from that.
Yeah, and especially because Pyro doesn't need the money, it's especially good that we get his.
He'll need to save it. He's got quite a few lawsuits coming his way.
Don't put that in.
Okay, so we got somewhat of a serious topic today. I know it's almost always exclusively slop and shit, but this one's kind of serious. Have you ever watched a true crime YouTuber, Jay? These true crime YouTubers essentially just talk about murder cases or cold cases, things like that.
A lot of the times they'll have the footage from, like publicly available footage of the interrogations, and they'll have like a voiceover. And I think they do the Patreons because a lot of the times the content can't be monetized on YouTube. Right. So the Patreons like JCS, I'm probably butchering the name, the big criminology channel used to do that. Like they had a shitload of people on Patreon because that's how they made their money.
Well, in her case, this true crime YouTuber called Zavgirl, just under 100,000 subscribers, 80,000 subscribers. I mean, she's just got ripped footage on her channel. She's just taken like the interrogations and the interviews that the culprits have had with the police. And that's all she's got on her channel, essentially. She does do a few live streams, but for the most part, like, it's just stolen footage. I mean, she doesn't even do a voiceover.
Does she not voice over?
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
re-uploads?
It's pretty much just re-uploads. There's some kind of loophole here where she can monetize this footage. It's like public access footage.
Yeah, it is all publicly available. You just have to... So I actually know quite a bit about how it works because Slazo is actually doing a criminology channel. So you basically have to write like a letter to like the county or the state of the police of wherever the footage was recorded. And usually you'd have to pay, I think you have to pay a fee for them to transcribe it or just like to watch through it and, remove any details that shouldn't be in there. Basically just a way to make a quick buck on the police's case. But yeah, once you pay that, it becomes, well, it's already publicly available. You just have to pay that fee.
So I'm not going to give the name of the case or name of the individuals involved. But this particular case, just the bare bones of it, involves an 11-year-old boy that was killed by one of his family members.
Oh, and she's actually put out an apology 1 hour ago.
So she'd been plugging a Patreon where if you paid $3, you could get to see some autopsy photos of a child. Somehow she got them. In essence, profiting from pictures of a dead child. And of course what happens is the victim's family see that she's doing this. They're quite rightly fucking disgusted with it.
The exact phrasing was, "I'm going live on Patreon to show crime scene pictures and autopsy photos. Anyone at the $3 level or above will be able to view the live." So, blatantly advertising her Patreon $3 tier.
So obviously the parents are appalled. They contact mainstream media. This goes,
Oh shit, I didn't even know.
Yes, it hit mainstream news. Initially, instead of apologizing, she just doubled down and actually defended what she did. First refused to take the video down on her Patreon, and she felt justified in making money from it.
I chose to put the video on Patreon because of the sensitive nature of the evidence. Putting the evidence behind a paywall meant added security, and I naively thought they wouldn't be made public. At this time, my Patreon website has been shut down. I am not sharing any of the photos or video anywhere, although you can see the photos published on other popular channels. Nothing you see is from me, nor will ever be. To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down.
Yeah, want to sum it up for the listeners?
Yeah, sum it up. She's a fucking whore, hag, bitch, slut, filth. She's fucking scum. She needs to burn in hell. And children need to come by and throw stones at her corpse. That's my verdict on it. Yeah, it's a terrible apology. It's just a typical YouTube apology. I don't buy a word that she said. It's all fake. She's reading from a script.
The worst part was her saying the autopsy photos she didn't specifically ask for, so it's as some sort of justification. Like, oh yeah, I didn't ask for them specifically.
I didn't ask for pictures of a dead child, but I just got them, so I thought I'd put them behind a paywall, to be honest. But she only made what? She made
$18 apparently.
She made $18 from it, so $18. She lost her Patreon. Everyone fucking hates her, despises her, and good. Unlucky. Stupid bitch. In any case, that's not what she did initially. She's apologized now.
But not really well. Just sorry to the family, and then most of it's justification.
When your career is like on the line, you're going through all this shit. I don't know why YouTubers read from a script. Even if you're not very good at articulating things, why don't you fucking learn the script by heart?
I thought you were going to say they should just do it like off the cuff, but yeah, like the fact that you can see her reading it, there's no emotion.
It's not a long speech, it's a 3-minute video. She's reading from a script and she's made jump cuts as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, and there's blatant jump cuts.
I mean, it's just re-record it. Just learn the script by heart if you're not very good at public speaking. Your career's on the line. Why don't you put a bit of fucking effort in, you stupid bitch? Like, come on. I see them all do this, reading from a script, bringing the dog on, making jump cuts.
The loud sigh. I didn't want to make this video.
Why are the police just giving out pictures of dead children to anyone who asks?
I assume obviously they would be blurred, but it's very surprising that was one of the publicly available things. You'd think there would be some sort of suppression, or like for the family's sake they wouldn't have access to it.
One thing I noticed was the second her Patreon was taken down, by Patreon themselves, she removed the Patreon link from her channel page and in its place put a PayPal link. A link to her fucking PayPal. I mean, how fucking transparent can you get with that?
There is a huge viewer base for these, and I think from what I could see, most of them are all kind of like middle-aged, older people just obsessed with true crime.
I mean, I myself, I don't watch it on YouTube, but if there's a Netflix documentary about crime, I might watch it. The Staircase is one that comes to mind, which was like, yeah, that was enthralling. And there was a Black Mirror episode recently, which kind of delved into this morbid interest in some of these cases that I genuinely have myself do have a detrimental effect on the victims and the victims' families, of course. Something worth thinking about. I mean, there's a kind of immorality there, almost, which is what that Black Mirror episode was trying to make people think about. That was the best episode on that season, by the way. I think.
That one and the...
Oh, and the Jesse Pinkman one.
That was predictable.
In my eyes, I mean, this is just like a case of her profiting off of other people's tragedy. If you're not really adding anything to it at all, then that's all it is at the end of the day. And I think that's most of these true crime YouTubers. So yeah, serious topic for you. Something that we normally don't do. Usually it's just complete slop. If people enjoy that sort of thing once in a while, like we'll keep finding those serious topics for you.
And stories also.
Well, there was that one time I ran over a Thai child in Thailand and I got off with it.
That's right. I think you just had to pay 6 figures, right? That's why I've got 4 sponsors on the podcast.
That's why I'm doing this podcast. That's why we got 4 sponsors. I read some of the comments last episode. There was one particularly good one which recommended us doing a little bit more due diligence, a little bit more research into the topics, which I've tried to do a little bit here today. But I thought that was a really good comment, and we are going to be structuring the episodes.
There'll still be a lot of improv.
Exactly, like we do want that natural kind of flow of conversation at like a bar or something, not like a pre-structured, thought about everything that we want to say type thing, not like a fucking YouTube video. I mean, this is just a casual fucking stream or a casual conversation between friends where anything can happen and anything is brought up and it's messy and chaotic and disorganized. But yeah, again, like I do understand where this person was coming from. It was a great comment. So we are going to try and do a kind of hybrid mix and match of those two things going forward. So there you go.